Hello and welcome to the first RMAS-EE project screencast. What I want to show you today is the progress we've made so far in integrating OpenEthics with RMAS. So what you can see on the screen at the moment is the index page of OpenEthics. We're still in the process of styling the application at the moment, so it'll probably look differently in the next few months. But basically at the moment I'm logged in with my account, and you can see that I don't have any active applications. And what I'm going to show in this demo is that we've created the adapter which will allow me to create new applications in OpenEthics in response to me creating a proposal in a proposal management tool. So I'm going to jump to the proposal management tool. This tool was created by the RMAS project here in Kent. It's just a simple demonstration of a tool that will allow you to create a new proposal, and then it will send a proposal created message to the RMAS bus. So this is what we're going to use to create a new proposal, and we'll see that in response to that proposal created message being sent, that OpenEthics will itself create a new ethics application. So, the first thing we did in the project was to implement our own RMAS ESB. So we looked at the documentation and we've implemented the two specified functions to be an RMAS compliant SOAP server. So the first thing we're going to do is to start our RMAS ESB. So I can do that just by calling this command. So that's just telling me now that the web service is running on localhost on port 7789, and that's the address to get the WSDL file. So with that in place, when we create a proposal, in the proposal management tool, it will be able to send proposal created messages to the ESB. So let's try that. Test proposal. So the proposal management tool is telling me that it successfully created the proposal, and it's given it an RMAS ID. So if I go back to the main page, we have these test proposals here. And if I jump back to my ESB window and scroll to the top, we can see that the proposal management tool is connected to the ESB, and the code that handles that is saying that it's got a message and it's trying to push it to the message queue, and this is the message that it's received. So you can see that this is a proposal created message, and it contains a serif payload that tells me about the project. So crucially, it gives me the title, which is test proposal, and it gives me information about the principal investigator. It gives me their ID, and then the reference to that principal investigator down there is here, so it's me. So at this point, we successfully managed to push from the proposal management tool onto our ESB. However, that won't have created an application in OpenEthics just yet, because we've not had the adapter running. So if we jump to OpenEthics and just refresh that page, it still says we don't have any active applications. So what I'm going to do now is, in this window, I'm going to run up my RMAS OpenEthics adapter. So I do that using a Python script called Polar. And what Polar does is every few seconds it polls the ESB. So you can see that there it says it's polling, and you can see requests happening to the ESB. So it's generating a call to get events with a particular timestamp. So because we've started the adapter after we sent our proposal created message, the RMAS adapter won't get that message because it's asking for all messages since it started. But now we've got the two things running concurrently, what we should be able to achieve is to have create a new project in the proposal management system, which will then send a message to the ESB, which will then be polled by the RMAS adapter. The RMAS adapter will then be able to parse the Serif payload and then create an OpenEthics application. So let's see if that works. So going back to the proposal management tool, I can create a new project, create proposal. So we can see the proposal was created successfully. It's in my list of proposals. And now if I jump to OpenEthics and I refresh that, suddenly I now have a new project called RMAS-EE project. So it's got the same title as the project that I created in the proposal management tool. So if we jump back to our adapter and ESB, we can see that again here it's the same thing we had last time. It's received the message, and the message is very similar. It's a proposal created message, and it's the same deal apart from the fact that the title is different to this, the title I created in the proposal management tool. So the new bit here is you can see that the RMAS OE adapter was polling, and then just after we sent that message it polled again but actually found an event, and it received the same event that the ESB receives. So we can again see this proposal created message event rather, and we can see the project title. Let's get past it, there it is. The project title, the link entity for the principal investigator, and the detailed information for the principal investigator. So from that you can see that the adapter has parsed that information, so it's got the proposal ID, it's got the email address for the principal investigator, and it's got the project title and the principal investigator ID. It's then doing a lookup on the OpenEthics API based upon their email address, and having found a user, it then can create a new ethics application using all the information that is parsed, again using the OpenEthics API. And once that's occurred, it gets a URI back, so we know that a new application has been created, and we can persist that against the proposal ID. So you can see that's what this last step is persisting the new ethics application ID against the proposal ID. So that's the basic functionality completed. So we can in fact create a new proposal in our proposal management tool and have OpenEthics generate a new ethics application. So we've still got some work to do in terms of getting OpenEthics and the adapter to send messages to the RMAS bus to say that a new application has been created, and then build in the functionality to update RMAS when the application has been approved. So that's the work we're going to be doing in the next few weeks. So all of the code for this is actually available online on GitHub, so if anyone wants to take a look at what we've done, you can jump to our GitHub page. So it's github.com/uok-psychology. So that's our GitHub page. And on that you can find the source code for OpenEthics, the source code for the RMAS service bus, and the source code for the OpenEthics RMAS adapter. And if you want to take a look at the proposal management tool that we've been using, it is located, if you search for LRD, so this is the Learning Research and Development Unit at University of Kent, and these are the RMAS tools that they created during the RMAS project, and it's RMAS Prototype PM is what we've used. We have made a couple of alterations just to get the messages, the message format sent correctly, but other than that, it's a fully working tool, so I'd encourage you to check that out as well.